Welcome to the Mystics Hour, where the line between reality and the supernatural blurs. Tonight, we journey into the heart of a place where time stands still and the shadows hold secrets best left forgotten. The silent town is not just a legend, it's a warning. Before we begin, make sure you're comfortable, turn down the lights, and prepare to be captivated by a tale that will haunt your dreams. If you enjoy stories that chill you to the bone and keep you on the edge of your seat, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our community of thrill seekers. Now let's step into the darkness together. In the far reaches of the countryside, where the roads twist and turn like an endless maze, there lies a town that time forgot. They call it the Silent Town, a place where the wind whispers secrets and the shadows move when no one is watching. It's said that once you enter, you can never leave. Our story begins with a lone traveler named David, who was never one to believe in ghost stories or legends. His journey took him across desolate lands, but it was the growing storm that forced him to seek refuge. As the sky darkened and the clouds rolled in, David saw the outline of a town in the distance. With nowhere else to go, he decided to head toward it, hoping to find shelter from the brewing storm. As David entered the town, he noticed something strange. The streets were empty, the shops abandoned, and the houses looked as though they hadn't been lived in for decades. The silence was deafening. Even the usual sounds of birds or crickets were absent. Only the wind, howling through the narrow alleys, kept him company. David walked through the town, calling out for anyone, but his voice echoed back at him, unheard by any living soul. The buildings loomed over him, their windows like dark, empty eyes watching his every move. There was an eerie stillness, as if the town itself was holding its breath. As he ventured deeper into the town, David's unease grew. He felt as though he was being watched, but every time he turned around, there was nothing there. Just the empty streets and the oppressive silence. Finally, his eyes fell upon an old ominous building at the center of town, an ancient church with a steeple that pierced the dark clouds above. Something about the building called to him, as if it held the answers to the questions swirling in his mind. Without thinking, David pushed open the heavy, creaking door and stepped inside. The air was thick with dust, and the light from outside barely penetrated the stained glass windows, casting eerie shadows across the stone floor. At the end of the aisle, beneath the altar, lay a large, ornate mirror covered in a thick layer of grime. Curiosity got the better of him, and David wiped the dust away, revealing the mirror's reflective surface. But instead of his own reflection, he saw the town. Only it wasn't deserted. The streets were filled with people, going about their daily lives. The town was alive, bustling with activity, laughter, and joy. David watched in disbelief, his heart pounding in his chest. But then the scene in the mirror began to change. The sky darkened, and one by one, the townspeople started to disappear, their faces contorted in terror as they were swallowed by shadows. Soon the town was empty again, just as he had found it. And in the mirror where there once had been a lively town, there was now only his reflection, alone and terrified. A voice, soft and ethereal, broke the silence. "Welcome, traveler," it whispered. "You are the newest resident of the Silent Town. Like those before you, you can never leave." David spun around, but there was no one there. The church was empty, save for the mirror in his own trembling form. Panic set in, and he ran out of the church, back into the deserted streets. But no matter how far he ran, every turn brought him back to the same place, standing in front of the ancient church. Desperation clawed at him as he tried to escape, but the town wouldn't let him go. The sun never rose, and the town remained locked in perpetual twilight, with no end in sight. David realized the horrifying truth. He was trapped in the Silent Town, just like those he had seen in the mirror. The town had claimed him, and now he would forever wander its empty streets, a ghost in a town that had no future, no past, only an eternal, haunting present. And so, the legend of the Silent Town grows. Some say that if you listen closely, you can hear the whispers of those trapped within its borders, calling out for help that will never come. But the town remains silent, its secrets buried in the shadows, waiting for the next traveler to stumble upon its cursed streets. And now the story has been told. But beware, dear listener, for some say that even hearing the tale of the silent town is enough to draw you in. And once you've entered, there's no turning back. And so the mystery of the silent town remains unsolved, a place where the echoes of the past linger, and the present is a nightmare that never ends. If you found yourself lost in the shadows of this tale, imagine what other stories await you here on the Mystics Hour. We have many more dark and twisted legends to share, each one more chilling than the last. So if you're brave enough to explore the unknown, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.